So, welcome everybody to Clinical Hypnosis Australia. Today I'm talking to Juanita, and she had been working for 10 years in Dubai and then went, you know what? I'm going to continue my work back in Australia with Meta for Mind. So, Juanita, tell us what you do and where you're going.
Thank you, Trish. And hi, everyone. Yes, so I have studied hypnotherapy. I'm
Mhm.
a clinical hypnotherapist. So I've studied neuroscience, NLP, coaching, but my passion is hypnosis because
What? Why does it make you so passionate?
because I see results. I see
True.
results with my clients. I see how shutting down that critical mind and getting to the subconscious mind brings about those real results. And it doesn't really happen in that moment, but they'll come back in the next session or the following session and say, there's a shift. You can see there's something that's happened
Hmm.
where they're thinking and speaking differently. And then that's my cue to work further with the hypnotherapy. So yeah, that's why
Yeah,
I'm so
because,
passionate.
well, the reality is that when you have hypnosis, things become so automatic that we just don't notice them.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
everybody else that notices them, and then you're like, oh, yes, that's definitely it.
Exactly, exactly. And that's what they say. They say, yeah, people are telling me that I'm reacting differently to things and I'm more in charge and in control and it feels really good. So hypnosis for me is the magic in that therapy. And I mean it's not just, the technique, it's the power of suggestion, right?
Hmm.
It's when we suggest to them what it is they really are looking to change within them in that state of hypnosis, it happens.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. In the waking life, that it happens. So that's why I'm
A-
passionate about it.
And your business is called Meta for Minds. Tell
Yeah,
us more because I know
yeah,
that you love it.
I do. I thought I was so excited when I came up with this name because if you say metaphor minds quickly, it sounds like metaphor
Mm.
minds, which is, we speak in metaphors. The subconscious mind only recognizes metaphors. So it's storytelling.
Mhm.
If we want to bring about change, and if we say to someone, don't eat chocolate, instantly they want to drop the don't and have the chocolate. So
Yep.
find a way to tell the story about healthier living in a metaphor, in a storytelling, and the subconscious mind accepts it. Just
Yes.
like children, when we were little, we were, told nursery rhymes. Jack and Jill went up the hill, or Hansel and Gretel. They disappointed their parents, and this is how they got lost. And then children go, "Oh my God, I don't want to do that." So we are still wired that way
Yeah. Yep.
now in the adult life. So when we are told a story that predicts what it is that we are actually somewhere in our subconscious mind wanting to attract or manifest, that works for us.
Hmm.
Just like we did when we were kids, it works the same now. So metaphor minds is metaphor minds actually. But also meta means think about what you're thinking about. Like really become aware of what it is, that autopilot that we seem to be, all of us, and I know this from experience that a lot of my life I lived on autopilot. I just did things according to my programming until I
Hmm.
became really conscious and present about my way of thinking and doing things. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that now. I want to change that. I want to do something different. So
Beautiful.
Metaphor Mind fits with what I do with my clients as well, which is self-awareness, self-love, self-trust. That seems to be rattled off so easily by professionals and therapists these days. And people go, well, what is self-trust and what is how do I love myself?
Mhm.
All comes with knowing yourself. Know thyself, you
Yes.
know?
Yes.
And
Yes.
we get to know, okay, other than a mom and a professional and a wife and a daughter, who am I?
Mhm.
The minute we find out who we are, we have a choice to change that.
Mhm.
So that's that meta. Meta is being that person who looks into yourself and goes, ah, what is it that I want to really change? And who do I want to be?
Beautiful. And what issues do you like to alleviate the most?
I think the biggest issue I find with my clients is programming. So what happens in childhood?
Hmm.
Once we get someone to talk about any dysfunction in relationships, in jobs, in success, or whatever it is they're facing now, there is a program running in the background that happened at childhood. And once we tap into that and understand how this person got to be this way now, then everything falls into place.
Yeah.
So that's something I really, really love to do using coaching, neuroscience, hypnotherapy. We can go in under hypnosis and get the person to speak about things they've hidden or blocked from childhood. Because the
Yeah.
brain is so good at just blocking things,
Hmm.
memories that are difficult to process.
Hmm.
And so once we bring that up, not necessarily re-traumatize the person, but they might just come up with something that, oh, this happened and I never really thought about it or talked about it or dealt with it. Then we rewire the brain with hypnosis, creating new neural pathways and letting those old pathways slowly just die down. They'll always be there,
Hmm.
but creating those new ways of being and replacing the old ways of thinking and being through hypnosis, we bring about change in
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so inner child, that kind of work, getting to know yourself from who you were to who you want to be is what I absolutely love
That's
doing.
where it all starts, really, is from the child part.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm.
And I wouldn't
Absolutely.
know that if I didn't have a traumatic childhood myself.
So you're coming from a place of knowledge into evolution where you've evolved past it and it no longer holds you back.
Correct, correct.
Mm.
That my own lived experience and the mistakes I made and the choices I made, like I've had to stop and think, why? Why am I heading down? I want to change the trajectory of my life. And
Yeah.
how do I do that? Well, who am I?
Hmm.
If you want to change something, find out first, what are you changing?
True.
Right? So who am I? So apart from all the titles and labels, coming back to me and understanding this is who I am, you
Yeah.
know. Like
Yeah.
Carl Jung says, until you make the unconscious conscious, it'll drive your life and you'll just call it fate.
Absolutely. If you could offer people watching this one piece of advice, what would it be?
I would say master your mind, mastermind your life. Become the mastermind of your life.
That works so well.
Yeah, I know. I've been thinking like, how do I bring about changes? And I think this is it. I need to just master my mind instead of projecting, looking out. Oh, this boss said this to me, or this friend betrayed me, or this mom said this. I'm like, come back to why is that even happening? So when I
Hmm.
do that for my clients and they take back their power and have a look at themselves, everything in the outside world changes. So master your mind.
Love that. So let's have a little bit of fun, okay? Are you open to using your imagination?
Yes, absolutely.
Wonderful. Now let's just imagine that you are in a rainforest somewhere and you come across a tiny little chest that has all these glowing crystals and gems inside of it. You get to take all of these crystals and gems and give them away to anybody you want to.
Mm.
What is on the crystal and gem? Is it called confidence, self-esteem? What gems and crystals do you want to give out to people in this world?
Self-awareness.
Nice.
Self-awareness.
Hmm.
This is
Yeah.
how only when we know. So if I can give someone this beautiful gem and say, this will change everything about the way you live your life when you own who you are, you know, then only can you heal,
Hmm.
evolve, and become the person that you want to be.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. 100%. So thank you so much for joining me here today. Absolutely love your new Metaphor Minds
Thank you.
metaphor.
Metaphor minds, metaphors.
Metaphor Minds. Love it. Absolutely love it. So thank you for joining me here with this discussion today. And if you would like to contact Juanita, please do with the link down in the description. We'll catch you all in the future. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Trish.